We've all got projects where files are on multiple drives, across different hard drives, on a server, in the cloud, in a memory stick, that kind of thing. So what we're going to do today is bring all that together with media management in DaVinci Resolve Studio or DaVinci Resolve. It works on both. And you can do this on Premiere Pro as well. It's just a slightly different process, but it's exactly the same thing. So we're going to tackle media management in DaVinci Resolve Studio today and bring all the files from across different hard drives into one project, into an archive, and then go from there. So what I've got up on our screen here, or on my screen, sorry, is a short film called Pain. And I just want to show you a couple of shots from here.
Residence must take an immediate action.
So this is shot in anamorphic. I have my footage pretty much organized onto OneDrive, series of folders, that kind of thing. But with the sound design, I was sent that. So a friend of mine mixed that, and I left it on a couple of other drives. So they're all plugged in, but I'll bring everything together. The best thing to do is to be organized before you start a new project. But I'm going to show you how to bring everything together now in this video. And so then you don't have to worry about where things are. Oh God, have I disconnected the wrong thing? Have I emptied the wrong folder? This is about collating everything together. So if you've launched your project, you've opened DaVinci Resolve or Resolve Studio, same thing really, and we're going to go to File, Media Management, and what that shows you is everything in the project, but we're just concerned with one timeline. This can work with multiple timelines, everything in the project. I'm going to show you kind of all the different facets of that now. So on here, we've got a destination. That's the first thing I'm going to set because I know I want to bring everything together and I want to set the destination first. So I'm going to go to Browse, and then I'm going to go onto my NAS drive, go onto Production, go onto 2026, and go to Short Films Archive. You should be this organized before you even start any project, but in case you've not done that, which I've not done in this project, is to be organized after the fact. So we're going to select that folder. Now this is where it gets interesting. It says copy all media. That means all the timelines, all the different variations, but do you truly need that? So I'm going to have a look at used media first. So everything I've used. And then if you look at the size here, it's 116 gig in total. If I go to all media, it goes to 222. Now imagine you want to kind of downscale this and you don't need all the files again. You don't need the multiple takes because you've got your final film. I would recommend going to timelines at the top here. So if I just go on version 1 here, that's my timeline I'm using, and I want to uncheck everything else. So let's
A few moments later.
just to go back a step, I chose the wrong timeline. So I'm going to go back to where I'd saved everything. So the problem is I had, and this is a good lesson to learn if you look at here, name your timelines correctly. I know I'm kind of like, I should be doing it myself, and this is supposed to be a tutorial, but I've got a couple of timelines here. Timeline 6, timeline 7, doesn't mean anything. And I've got one here called version 1 and version 1. So how do you know which one it is? It's the one that's all capitalized, and that's the one that's highlighted. So if I go back to where I had my original version of this, sorry, original, let's delete that. So if I highlight version 1 here, the correct one, it's 103 gigs. Sorry, not 93. From the entire project, which is 222. So it's halved it. So it's saved a lot of space. So if I go version 1, and that is the correct one this time, sorry. Sorry about the rabbit hole before. And then if I go to start and watch how quick this is, it brings everything together because I'm already organized. That's the important thing. But it's on a couple of hard drives, this footage. So if I click start, look how quick it is. That's it. That's everything archived. So just to prove that now, I'm going to close that project. I'm going to go to the folder now. Let's go here. And then go to my archive production. 2026 short films archive. 3 short horror films. And then there's just one project file here. Now, the reason you don't launch your original project, which was on Resolve, when you launch Resolve generally, you have to go to the project file, is because it'll open up the one with all the different timelines. So this is why you rename things properly. So if the whole project was called version 1 based on the timeline. So when you export through media management, you have to base it on the timeline. And I should have named this properly. So I'll just open this up to show you now. So that's the one mistake. Correctly name your timelines. This is how important it is. So this has got everything in it from that timeline. I don't need anything else. And once it's launched, you've got a very lean, kind of no-fat project here. And then you can crack on with it. So let's see how long it takes to launch. It's just loading. So it's just loading the project now, and then we're going to kind of move on. So it launched everything here, which is nice. Go to edit. And it's ready because I don't use the cut page. And that is it. You can see there's no other folders or bins or anything like that. It's got everything I've used, and it plays back. No problem at all. And if you're curious about seeing this horror short, I'm going to put a link here or here, one of these two corners, and you'll be able to see this film Pain with Mark Charlesworth, brilliant actor. So yeah, check it out up here and tell me what you think of the film. If you've got any tips or experiences, things like about DaVinci Resolve, please let me know. I'm happy to talk about them. I'm a feature film director. I directed a feature film called Queering Blackpool recently, and that's in the film festival. So these are real world examples and tests and things I've done. And I use media management for my film festival as well. And I saved terabytes in the end because the entire project was 6.5 terabytes. So I got that down to a much smaller size. But thank you for joining me for this video again, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.